Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and it's time for another episode of Star Wars: The Bad Batch, Season 1, Episode 7, Battle Scars. We only got 9 more episodes left, which is a lot, actually. So let me take care of some business first, and then we'll get down to it. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up here at the very end. Basically, what YouTube does takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up here just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. And also, if you can, the like and the share button as well. And if you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, you get the bell down below, right down there. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule I have up there. I change it out every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media, so Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and I have links to my YouTube channel page here, my Facebook page, and for those of you who still have Facebook, a Facebook group page where you guys can post stuff and chat amongst yourselves. All right. With that said, spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the episode. If you have not seen the episode, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video. You can comment down below in the comment section. All right. Going once, going twice, 3 times. Sold. Sold to the man in the back who has some glorious purpose. All right. So this episode, of course, was more to push the story along. I mean, I kind of called it the last episode when Rafa, um, when she's talking to the hologram there, and I said it was either Ahsoka or Rex, and I said it had to be Rex, most likely because unless they were going to change out the whole canon of the Ahsoka book and just ignore that completely, which they didn't, which is good. So Rex comes to Ord Mandel, talks to the guys, and tells them about the chip. And Wrecker's head is hurting him. And Rex has got his head on the gun, man. He's just like, you fuckers need to get the chip out of your head now. And he's got an idea about that. And also in this episode, Hunter is starting to question. He's taking Rafa's advice a little bit and questioning Sid about, well, where is the stuff going that they are, pulling these jobs for her? And also, it looks like she might be skimming money off the boys, not paying them what they're worth. Big surprise there, especially since they're on the run and stuff like that. So they end up, the boys and Omega end up going to Braca, and it's a planet that just is, it's a big junkyard of nothing but ships. And the reason why they're going there is because there's a Jedi cruiser that is crashed there, basically the same one that we saw at the end of the Clone Wars that Rex was on. And it has a med bay on there that can actually get the chip out of their heads. But of course, before they can get the chip out of their heads, what happens to Wrecker? Wrecker ends up succumbing to the chip itself, the influence of the chip, and he tries to kill everybody because he's trying to do what a good soldier does and follow orders. And yeah, he just wow. I mean, if they weren't able to knock him out, it would have been trouble. So they end up getting the chip out of his head. He comes back and feels bad about what he did with Omega and everything and apologizes to her. And the rest of the crew get their chips taken out as well. And Rex kind of tries to bring them over to what he's doing. He kind of hints that he is starting something like a rebellion, that there are more people out there that are trying to uphold the Republic versus entering this new empire that's happening. And they're like, yeah, no, thanks. We're going to try and find our own way at this point. And Rex is like, well, if you ever want to come, you know where I'm at. They don't. And then Hunter says, well, if you need any help, you know where we're at because you actually do. So, and that's how we leave off. Well, I take that back. We don't leave off on the episode there. The Scrap Guild, who is basically, they own Braca. They see the clones and they're like, the Empire is going to want to know about this. And so, of course, our boys are most likely going to be found out or sold out to the Empire again. And I have a feeling that Sid is going to go in for the bigger payday instead of trying to help the guys out. So there you have it. Good episode. We had, like I said, we had some moving along of the story. Um, it's still not as compelling yet as the Clone Wars was, but again, like I said, it took the Clone Wars the first season of setting things up in order to start becoming better. And then by season 2, 3, it started kicking in. Then you had a little bit of a dip around like seasons 4 and well, no, actually season 5 is where it started kind of dip a bit. And then season 6, of course, picked up. And season 7, oh my God, we weren't expecting season 7. So it's like, holy shit. And that was actually really good, especially the ending. The ending of season 7 was beautiful. So, what did you guys think about it? I know there's two people here in the chat. There's two people here that are watching this. So, what do you guys think about it? Or are you guys all into Loki right now? Or are you just watching the Mighty Ducks? Because the Mighty Ducks, that series just season 1 just ended. Quack quack quack. Or are you into hoops right now? The Big Shot is what it's called with John Stamos. Is that what you guys are watching now? And just a reminder, so the very last episode of the Bad Batch here, I am giving away these two guys right here, the mug and the uh, flashing Mickey Mouse Star Wars ears. So that's what's going on. Wow. Sorry, I didn't mean to have my whole apartment shake. I have a train going by right now, so it feels like an earthquake. And it's usually a heavy train. So I live near train tracks, and occasionally they bring by like large ordnance, huge machinery, and it literally shakes the shit out of the ground in the entire building. And the dog freaks out. My camera shakes, and normally it doesn't happen until like later on in the evening, but they decided to do it a little early today. All right. So what else do I have going on this week? Tomorrow is going to be Saturday morning blast off where I take the genre news of the weekend and the genre stuff you guys want to talk about when we talk about it. Sunday and Monday I'll be off. Tuesday is another episode of Is It Worth My Time? And I'm still on the fence about what I'm doing with that one right now. There's a few irons in the fire, shall we say, and I'll think of something there. Wednesday, of course, will be Loki. Loki episode 2. We only got 6 episodes of Loki. And the first one, if it's as good as the first one, fuck, we're in for a treat. And then, of course, Thursday I'll be off, and then Friday of next week will be another episode of The Bad Batch. So there you have it. That's what's going on this week. No one's talking in the chat, huh? Nobody at all? Bueller? Nobody? Okay. Well, thank you to the two of you that are lurking out there. And and thank you out there that are watching the video. And if you're still, if you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at that video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible. One of the videos, my vast favorite library, and pops up there just for you. And if you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, you get that bell down below. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule I have up there. I change it out every week. Also, all the links to my social media there and all the links to my pages. So, with that said, I'm going to let you guys go for the night. Thank you, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow for Saturday morning blast off. Until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may find a trash monster in that water that's out there. I hope it's water anyway, for Wrecker's sake. Thanks, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow. Until then, stay safe, be well, take care, wear those masks, get those vaccine shots while you can, and I will see you again tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night, and if I don't see you this weekend, have a good weekend too. Thanks, everyone. Bye.